Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, welcome back. If you're new, welcome to our little Cockney craft family here. I'm very pleased you could join us. So today, I received a little junk mail envelope in the post, and I've also taken out one of Denise at Wonderbar Crafts, one of her envelopes that she so kindly sent me, and I thought we'd have a little bit of fun playing around with these envelopes, making kind of, say, like a little ephemera folder really, I suppose, you know, something like that. I have been doing off camera a few kind of trifold envelopes, but like with 3 envelopes, you know, and you make a little folder like that. But I thought we'd do just the one today and see how we go. So this one, luckily, is unstuck, waiting for me to do something with it. And this one, I'm going to try and carefully unstick it where it was glued without ruining it too much. Now I can see if I can pull there. I'm getting it at the right bit. Look, see, I'm losing it again and it's going thinner, but I'm nearly there. Oh, so I'll just carry on and we'll see how. Right, so as is always the way, the other side that I've just done off camera went a bit better. I've got a tiny little hole there, but that don't matter. But on this side, I've got a little hole there at the bottom, but that don't matter either. We're gonna work with that. Hang on, I've just got to see, did I actually open this? Yeah, I did. Right, so I'm just gonna put a tiny little bit of glue down there. Right, because this is going to be covered up anyway, so it doesn't matter. The reason I wanted to open it up in the first place is because there's quite a bit of writing on that side and there's hardly any, there's only this bit up here on this side. So one, I wanted it inside out, and two, I want, once this is stuck down, I want a pocket going all the way across, the same as I do here. So on this one, I'm going to have to cut across these separately, and this one is just one straight thing. So let's hope that I can do it right without messing it up too much. So once it's all glued, I'd like it, yeah, about there. So I'm going to line it up. And we're just going to slice this bit. I might go in like a centimetre or 2 in, just to keep it intact. We'll see. Yeah, I think that will be fine. Yeah, because we've got to come in with our edges like that and re-glue. So yeah, I like that. That was pretty simple. This one might be a bit trickier because of the length and everything. I might have to just fold this a minute. It'll be fine. Anything that's anything that needs covering, I can cover once we've got it cut. It's just lining it up now. So like that. But yeah, getting this at the same kind of angle. How we're going to do it? Is she going to do it? Is she going to mess it up? Right. Let's get it proper flush first, so that I think I can line it. Possibly, it might go a little bit wrong. No, it needs to go a bit further. That is the middle, right. I could pull this bit out now. And yeah. Oh, I surprised myself. All I'm going to have to do once it's glued down is take a bit off of there and then our pocket is going all the way across. So, let's see. This one's easier, so we'll do this one first. I've got to come in there, fold that under. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm putting my head in the way. So, we've started right off. I can chat to you while I'm just doing these folds. How are you all? I hope you're all well. And 2020 so far has been good to you. It's I can't believe how quick this month has gone. I know we say it year in, year out, don't we? But it really has. I think where I've been so busy, it's yeah, just flying by. And you think, oh my gosh, what on earth is going on? Where did January go? But it's been really good because I have got really a lot done. And yeah, when I first moved in here, I thought that we was going to have to live in a house of horrors forever because it just seemed so overwhelming when you went into every room, and every room was painted so mentally with the biggest, boldest colours. And you guys know, I do a lot of boho journals that have a lot of colour, you know, a lot of Asian influence in there, you know, with the bright colours and the sequins and whatnot. But you don't want it on your walls when you move into your house, you really don't. So, yeah, it was kind of traumatic, but it's so lovely now. Like, I feel so much better that downstairs will be finished soon. And yeah, I only go upstairs to bed, so it's no drama that'll take a little bit longer. Because you can't have, unless you've got a load of money and you're hiring people in, you can't do an whole house quick, can you? But I'm getting there. Right, so that will be a pocket for everywhere. And the top is open now. So let's get this one over. This one might be a little bit more tricky. Like I said, I'm going to have to cut that bit. Let's, no, I won't have to do the bottom bit, it's the top bit. Oh, now they don't look like they line up that great. It's no drama. We're going in here, I'm going to trim it with my scissors. Or am I? No, I think I'll do it with this and just take a little more sliver off the bottom because they don't exactly line up, and a lot of it will be covered, but it'll be handy if this just has another little sliver off. Right. So we've got a bigger pocket there, so where would I need it off to line up? A little bit across off the top of this one. I'm getting there, it's going to be fine. Hang on, is it the top of that one? Yes. Oh! Right. Yep, it was about there. And now we can glue them down. They're all going to be covered anyway, but I think I want a bit more of this one on show than this one because it is so gorgeous. So this one won't be completely covered. But I kind of like now that that pocket is a bit wider. So I'm just going to have to line my scissors up with both flaps, or both cuts rather, in the flaps, and go there, and a tiny little bit off of the bottom one, I think, and then we'll glue. Right, that still looks a bit wonky. Right, let's pull that down. I'm going to glue these together. Sorry, I know that was my head again. Tiny little bit on there, making sure that I don't stick to the underneath. And yeah, the main bit of the glue on here. Oh, that's it. Now before I do the top bit, yeah, I'm just making sure that it hasn't stuck to itself in places where I don't want it. Right, so that's our pocket. Now this bit, that needs to have a little bit more off. You see, it's a little bit wonky. Right. Let's try and hold it still. Look at my shaking hands. Oh my gosh. Right. Yep, that's it. We'll come along the top there. Glue those together. And then, yeah, again, make sure that I've not closed it up, because this is going to be our pockets. And I'm not sure whether I want the ends open or... No, I want the top open again, like I've done here. We might as well keep it simple by doing them the same. Then I can just work going back and forth from one to the other, which will probably be easier than kind of doing multiple styles and getting yourself in a pickle, eh? Which we know, we know I'm prone to do. Right, so I'm just going to grab a little bone folder, and what's the story? Yeah, look, see, I've come in there, but you're really not going to see that at all in a bit. So yeah, I think we'll go back there. And we'll just get that crease nice and flat. And then this side, about there, I think. It's cool. Then look, it's not too big. It can fit into the pocket of a journal if you want, or the pocket of a folder or whatever, you know, and we can tuck our little bits in here and there. I might line this so that our things that are in that pocket won't be in this pocket. Or, yeah. And so I'll do the same with this one. And shall we have it like that? Let's go. Let's do it like that. So yeah, I've just been loving the end of this month, like the last week or so, because things have all started to come together. And it's just nice to have somewhere to sit and work or sit and relax that isn't like a actual house of horrors. So, right, with this, I want to cover that, because we don't want to see that through anything. And here, I need a little patch there, and a tiny, tiny one the other side. So I'm going to use a bit of coffee dyed paper, avocado dyed paper. Right, so I'm just going to grab this, tear a bit right off, just this little end. And then, even though it's a different shade, it doesn't matter. I can use the straight edge to go up flush. So that's what I'm going to do. And where do we finish there? It don't matter about the tearing. And the same on this end, just a bit that will reinforce it and cover up the bit that was torn. So I'm going to put the glue on this side and then flip it over. Don't need a shed load of it, just a nice little bit there. And here, it needs to be a bit off of there, which is fine. Right, that's it. I'm going to do it that side, because the other side's a little bit darker that I like. It's not as dark as my envelope, but that ain't no biggie either, because like I said, I'm going to cover it all anyway. But yeah, with this one, I will leave some showing, because it's so beautiful, isn't it? It is just so lovely. But this little patch will not notice at all the time we do our layers of bits and pieces. So just making sure that's down, properly down. And yeah, a little bit of glue squelching out at the end, which is why I've got this bit of paper down, so I don't ruin my new mat, my Christmas mat. Come the end of the year, it'll probably dunked up to the eyeballs again, and I'll have to get another one, which is the usual case by the end of the year. But I thought I want to protect it a bit, so that yeah, when I'm doing other stuff with fabrics or whatever, and not so much glue, I can have this off and it's fine. Right, so what I'm going to need is a bit to patch that bit as well. So I'm just going to have a rummage of what we've got. Perfect, I've got a bit of an envelope, I've got a bit of a paper bag. Like I said, it's not got to be the exact same shade or anything like that, because it will be covered. Right, I do want a straight edge though. So, we'll just cut a straight edge. Oh, and that just... I didn't realise there was a tear in the middle. That's fine, it don't matter. I'll just tear this bit off. This bit is straight now, and that bit is straight. They're just not stuck together, which ain't no drama. This bit might do the whole lot. Oh, it's just short of it. Right, take a bit more of this off. And we only need that teeny tiny bit off of that one. I'll bung that back where it came from. And a little bit there. With that bit taken off, that's it, it was way too much. Get that off. Right, and I'm just going to stick the glue along here and then press it down. And just get that covered up like that. And I'm going to try and whip that bottom bit off as well, because it goes down too far. That is it, that's fine. So, what have I got there? I've got a bit of tracing paper there. I don't know where that came from. So now we've got our envelopes stuck down, and we've got the top and the middle. And yeah, like I said, I think I'm going to line it, sticking it to here, so that what goes in the back stays in the back, you know. So I'm going to grab some bits, a thin piece of something that will fit nice in there without giving too much bulk, because I want the folds. I could put individual pieces which will keep my crisper folds, so I can look at my smaller paper pads. That's what I can do, because they're very thin, like a normal sheet paper, and with the sizes now, the smaller bits are more appropriate. I'll grab. So yeah, I've bought little ones of these over the years in different patterns, and the thing is, because we normally play about with stuff that's a lot bigger, we forget, well, I'm saying me, I forget that I've got them, you know. I like, hang on. Oh, where's it gone? I like that one, but it's only going to be lining, so I think I'm going to go with, hang on, let's flip through again. What one would I be least likely to use in a normal situation? Maybe these on the top. Right, I'll take 3 of them off. That is 2, I know, and that one. This one is slightly bigger, so oh no, these ones will still fit. And what we got? I could use them. Not really sure. Maybe a different book. Or the striping? No. We'll keep that out just in case. Sorry, this must be so boring. I'll carry on rummaging. I did have a couple of nice 6x6s, but I thought in a project like this, these books just don't get used. They really don't. So I'm just going to go and grab 3 of this one. And yeah, I was just going to grab any one, first one that really popped out, because like I said, they don't get used. But then really old me, even though I'm saying now, they don't get used, I still buy them if I see cute ones, or if I see ones that are a bargain. If it's a bargain, I'll buy it. Whether, even though I get home and think, as I put it away with the other things, I think, oh, I've got a dozen of them. I ain't used any, you know. So yeah, it's right. So that's the right hand side. So right, I've got to remember what I'm cutting for what. Because you know what I'm like. I'm a bit of a ninny and I get confused. Sorry if I'm off camera here. Left. And the middle one, I ain't got to take a right lot off of that. We just want to keep it just in from our folds, so that it will slide in nicely and not be too bulky. Like, let's see, we get that in the middle, and then we've still got our nice folds. That needs to pop over just a touch. And yep, we'll do these, and then I'll glue them in once I've got them all cut. So this was our one for the left, and I'm popping them straight in so that I don't confuse myself. These end ones may well need a little bit more off, because I think I lined it. No, that's it. I wasn't sure if I'd lined it up right to the corner, like right to the edge, the fold. I mean, not the corner. And then once they're in, we'll stick them in place in a minute. Come on. This one might have to have a little bit off. No, I think I can do it. Because where I repaired that tear, there was a bit of glue, but I've loosened it. Right. So they won't be popping out in a minute. That's just nice little bit of lining, and it's got to cover our folds. We'll do the same here with lining it up. There's our fold and there's our thing. So that's our left cut. No, right. My right. Okay, it might be your left. I'm confusing myself now, loves. What am I doing? Right. Let's see. And the middle. What way have I got my dots going? Right, that, does it matter? No, it don't, does it really? Anyway, I was just checking. Oh, and we'll probably go about there. Oh, and then, right, I'll carry on cutting these, and then we'll glue them in. Right, so the cutting is finished, and they're in place. So what I was thinking was, if I just glue these straight to the top, you're only going to see it as you're putting things in the pocket there, but it will mean that when it's all in place, the pockets at the back, you're not seeing those things through these pockets, because they'll be separate. They're a completely different pocket. Whereas if I leave them both open, they're both the same pocket, but just at different heights. So let's move that over a sec. We'll just get them in place, and then put the tiniest bit of glue on the top. to stick it to our envelope. Right, let's push that down that side a bit. Right, that one's done. Come out the way a minute, you. Right. So yeah, I was working on a couple of little envelopes just to put ephemera in. Oh, that's moved. Look, it moved. Right. I've got to be careful and give it a chance to stick. But yeah, I was doing those. I thought to myself, I was going to do like that today on camera, but I thought, oh, I'll just do a little craft with me, playing about with this envelope that come in the post. I don't know why, I just felt like that's what I needed to do today. So yeah, I thought I'd have a play around, do something different. Because as you've probably guessed, this style thing with just one little envelope, I have played around with little envelopes and that. I don't think I've actually done this project though before, which is a little bit obvious because I keep messing it about. Messing it all up, but that's it. Right, so oh, you silly moo, I've stuck it to the wrong side. No, I haven't, it's just a bit of stray glue. And thought I had then. Right, so when this is like this and we've got all our other bits on, that's the pocket there, and then that's the other pocket there. So yep, I'm happy now that we've separated them. And yeah, I've only put glue at the top, I ain't done it on the sides and the bottom, because you know what would happen, we'd end up stuck up to the eyeballs, and yeah, it wouldn't look great at all. So I'm just going to do the same thing over here, just making sure I've got my little liner down in position. Right, one. Oh, come on, love, stick. That's it. Ah, it's popped out. Right, let's slide quickly while the glue's still wet. We can slide about, but this one is quite a fast grabber, isn't it? The 3-in-1, so you don't have long. And right, this is the middle bit, the widest bit. Let's get it. If I cut it right, does it still fold nice? Yes. Right, that's where I want it. So get a bit of thingy on there, glue. 2, oh, stick. And you won't really see this one much, because obviously I cut this one twice, the strip, so it's wider. But yeah, even though you don't see it, the job it's doing, like I could have used any bit of scrap paper, I suppose, like a thin piece. But yeah, I thought I'll use up some Miss 6x6s. Some of them I've got that are really pretty, like maybe ones that have been gifted to me, or that I've only got one sheet of that. And with those, I'd make like a nice tag or journaling card. But yeah, these ones that I've got a lot of are ones that I've bought like when a shop's had a sale on or something, and you get like a big bundle of them for a £5. I think I got about 8 for £5, and I was so excited at the deal, I just bought them without thinking, I ain't ever going to use them. So we've got our bits and bobs lined and everything, so now we can start decorating all our pieces, all our covers rather, and thinking about what sort of closure we're going to have. So I'll grab some bits and bobs that we can start with, and we can layer up all these lovely envelopes and make the little bits to go in them. Right, I've grabbed some of the bits that my lovely friend Denise sent me, and I've also got out some bits of 6x6 and that I haven't been using, because I thought I might as well have a look through it and see what I've got. And so yeah, I've found some bits that are pretty good. I fancy some of this sheet music though that she sent me. It is just gorgeous, it really is. And I do feel extremely lucky to be using it, I really do. Right, pop pop them aside a minute. I think, like, to sort of, so they're not so in your face, I'm gonna sort of patchwork a little bit. Let's grab that tear ruler again. And I think what I'll be doing, love, is probably doing this in 2 parts. We'll do just making the little shell, covering it all, you know, like making the actual little envelope folder, and then we'll fill it next time probably. Otherwise, my videos are never quick anyway normally, are they? My little angel one was, but yeah, normally they last quite a bit long, because I'm not very quick at things. I just go at my own little pace, even though sometimes it looks like I'm rushing like a lunatic. That's just my nervous way, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I ain't never really quick. I'll keep this aside. And so yeah, if I do it in 2 parts, we've got it not too like a couple of hours, so where I'm doing 2, oh, I've just knocked some little eyelets over. I shouldn't have left the lid off. I organised my eyelets in these little jam pots, so like different colours, but I've only got 2, so I've got to buy a little miniature jam next time I go shopping, because I've got gold eyelets as well. But yeah, they're just in a little bag. Right, actually I'm going to ink around this. I don't need to put any on the thing. I've got a new ink. The other one was really drying out. I ordered just a re-inker and it got lost in the post, and so the lady refunded me. And then the only one I could find that delivered to me was that same lady, and I thought, oh, it might, I don't know what happened, but I thought, it took ages as well. Like, I was going to wait for it for quite a while, so I didn't realise it was lost in the post. And then yeah, finally I emailed her thinking it's been weeks and weeks, and it said it was going to be a month or something, but yeah, it just went on and on. So I had to just thought, I'll just get a new ink. By the time this one runs out, I'll probably be able to find somewhere that will send it and it don't take as long. But you know what it's like when you get a new ink? It's like your ink is suddenly really enthusiastic and wants to make its mark where it's so wet. So I'm trying not to have to push my dabber in it too often at the minute, because it's too new. Right, now I'll go down here with this one. And yeah, just make a few little layers of bits and bobs, and I think it will look really pretty. And what else did I want to do? I might just do a little tiny bit of patchworky bits, and then I might try and find an image to go on them. I'm not really sure how these are going to look in the end, you know. We're at the beginning at the minute, aren't we? So I think I might need, I'll just be gentle. It's so wet, that glue. And yeah, I haven't got a clear picture of how they're going to end up, because I think I might do one way in the end and one is slightly different, but we'll see as time goes on. It's just a bit of fun, ain't it, doing something that you ain't done before, or that you've done something similar that you're just trying to tweak, you know. And so yeah, because everything I've done so far this year has just been nothing too much out of the ordinary, you know. I just wanted to ease myself back in where I was away for so long, while we moved and that, and while we didn't really have, I didn't have anywhere where I could sit. There was boxes everywhere, there was decorating stuff everywhere, it was all dark and dingy and horrible. And so yeah, when it came time that I did have somewhere, and I was so excited, but then I was all anxious that I hadn't worked for so long, I hadn't done anything for so long, and yeah, it made me feel quite nervous. But I'm getting back into the swing of things now. Now I wanted closing like that, and I've just got a couple of these on this bit, and then we'll layer with something else. And yeah, then once these are finished, this is just a little bit of fun doing something different. I've got to make a couple of journals, so yeah, that will be fun because that is what I love. And yeah, I've got some little plans in the head, so I need to dig deep, find everything. Most things are now organised of my stuff, but there are like a few things that are stuffed in this cupboard under the stairs I'm right next to, like Harry Potter. And yeah, there's stuff in there that I still need to sort out and still need to find, like sort of the grey board that I use to make hard covers, the soft sort of spongy liner that I use to make soft covers. All those things and a lot of my fabric is just in bags and boxes under there. So later on, once I finish these, I've got to have a big old rummage. I've got to put my desk down because this desk I'm at folds down, and then I can get into the cupboard and find what I need. So look how pretty those colours are. It's just so beautiful. Right, let's see what else we want. Right, so I've got this 6x6 that I think is very pretty, and here, I suppose I'll just get some bits torn, and yeah, just deciding where we're going to have them. I don't want it too massive. Like I said, we're trying to make a little bit of a patchwork here, and I don't want to hide that treble clef because I do like them. So I think I'm going to tear on the wonk here like that, a little bit more off like that. Yeah, I think I like that. I know I want to ink it first, don't I? Right, and that will go up here like that, maybe a little bit over, or a little bit, maybe a little, oh, what am I doing? Right, let's get another bit off, so that, yeah, that's better, that's what I wanted. Right, silly, isn't it? Like funny, just the tiniest little bit, like for me, can sometimes really make a difference. Just so that little bits that I like, that I think are visually appealing, like a treble clef, which always is, yeah, to me it just makes all the difference. I do want something here, but we're not sure what. Or like that. And then a couple of little bits, yeah, I think that's a good one. Just get rid of that, that's it. And yeah, I've got a couple of little boho journals in my brain waiting to come out. and some other little exciting bits. I don't know where this month has gone because I've set myself little goals. But yeah, I know for the first part of the month I wasn't doing anything. I was busy with paintbrush in my hands, but just emulsion in the walls, nothing creative, just slapping emulsion on the walls to try and hide these colours that it took so many coats of paint. I didn't think I was ever going to put that roller or that brush down ever again. It just seemed so long. But yeah, these things do take time, don't they? But yeah, I set myself little goals, and yeah, I didn't really do any of them. The only one I actually did is get back on YouTube, get back engaging with the people and the thing that you love, you know. Because I love doing this, and I love talking to you lot. Oh, I missed you so much over Christmas and the first part of the year. Like, we didn't have internet either, we had to wait for that to be put on, and so I was just using the data that I get on my phone, which is not a lot because I only go for like the cheapest tariff, but because I don't normally need it. But yeah, I did and I didn't have it. Right, just getting that excess glue off because that was horrible. Right, it's starting to look quite pretty now, and it's surprising how just a few layers are making it that much more sturdy, you know. But where I've stayed off of the folds, it's still a nice flush flat fold. So that's that bit, and we start on this one. Right, I've torn and inked some bits and pieces. I also, on this one, decided I wanted to ink around the edges. So I saved you the boredom of that, because it can sometimes take ages, can't it? So that's done, and yeah, we're ready to stick some bits and pieces on. This is just, again, some of that 6x6 that looks like sheet music, but it's not, it's fake. But so there's a straight edge there, but I thought I can butt that right up against this, and I kind of like it. That is gorgeous. I do really love that. Oh, what's on the other side? That's gorgeous too. I think I might have that there. Or right on this one, I think I like that, like that. Right, I'll just bring it in a little bit from the corner, and then it's gonna be like that. Right, I want this bit. Oh, maybe I want that on there as well. Yeah, I have this bit on the middle bit at the back. Oh, it's alive. I'll go over here this time. I've again got a flat, like straight edge. Oh, that's way too much glue. Don't ever use that much glue. I don't know what come over me then. I just went a bit mental. Oh, excuse me, there's someone at the door. Right, sorry for that little interruption. It was just the boys coming home. They've been for tea round my mum's, seeing their nan, so that's nice. So I just finished off sticking a few little bits. I've stuck a couple more on here. And then I thought we'll get the insides done, and then we'll do part 2 another time of doing the filling, alright? So yeah, I think I want to do the insides and then the closure, because I've had a little idea and I'm a bit excited to try it. So what I thought was I could do a bit of decoupage in here, but I want it, look at how lovely that is. I want the pictures over there. I should have done it before I stuck it all together. That might have been easier, or before I'd done the cuts, but I didn't. So what I'm going to do, the images that I want to use, I'm just going to cut straight with my scissors, which I know you don't normally do with a napkin, but then I can butt it up as close on the edge at each bit, and so that the picture lines up. So I kind of like that one for over there. I've got a couple of pretty little images here. I'm thinking I'll probably use that one. I'll save this one on the watering can. I was using them recently. Let me grab the thing to show you. You know, I said I'd been doing a few of these in different sizes and that. Well, I used that napkin there. Look how beautiful it is. Look, the watering can and the bird feeding box, and yeah, really pretty. So I've still got these torn little bits. I thought they'll be ideal. So I'll cut them straight. And this one, I'm just gonna cut one piece off. And then once we've got the, I'll put that away. That is gorgeous, isn't it? I'm lucky, lucky, lucky lady I am that I get gifted some wonderful things sometimes like that. Oh, they're just beautiful. Right. And I'm just getting, oh, that was handy. I ain't got to get me washi tape out and peel that apart. It's come off on its own. So I'll just get round this edge because I'm not sure how much is going to fit. I'm going to have to line it up on the envelope and see. So let's get them out of the way. I really do want that in the middle, and pretty much the whole thing fits. It can be going off the top a little bit and off the bottom a little bit, and then I'll trim it. So I've got to cut a straight line as straight as I can, like that, you see, so I can line it right up flush and then do the same at the top. Oh, that's lovely. Right, I'll just tear this little edge a bit, and I'll grab me glue and my brush, and we're all good to go. Right, so I've got the glue and the brush, and we'll do the first bit. Oh, I'm anxious because I don't want to mess it up. So yeah, I don't want loads of glue on there, and I've just got to try, and this is a first time, isn't it? Let's see. Right, I'm sure that is going to be fine. And once it's dry, I'll trim the top off. Right, and the same at the bottom. Not too much glue. I've got to get it right up to that edge, and I'm just going to lift that a sec, because to make sure I don't stick it down. And lining that up like that. Right, the middle one went well. Keep your fingers crossed, everyone, and your toes, and everything else, whatever you can cross them, because I need every bit of help. Right, that bit's a bit over, that's it, folds nicely over though. So, that is the middle bit, I'm happy with that. Let's get that. Oh, don't mess it up. Right. And I'm going to leave that bit, and I'll cut it when it's dry. Right, okay, so we wanted this one. So I can do a nice neat cut there. And do the same here. This one's not so, oh, too much glue. Not so much of a drama, because it's only the stalk that is joining on. Oh, it's so pretty though, isn't it? And then, right, where is that stalk? It's there, so that would go there. That's it. Oh, isn't it lovely? Right. And finally, we've got our little birds at the feeder. Oh. And I'm holding the top bit and I've glued the bottom bit. What are you thinking, woman? Right. Sorry if I'm getting my head in. My roots need doing. Oh. But yeah, I was hearing, I get right involved in my own little world and that, and I'm chatting away to you, and then the boys walk in and it's like, what are you doing? I think they forget for a second that I'm filming and I'm just talking to myself like a lunatic. Right, so it's not, I haven't glued there. Right, I might pop something in there, just a bit of scrap or something, just to make sure that I don't glue it together. Right, pull it over here a bit, and then it's part of it is on all three, and yeah, right. So that's that one done. And we'll do this one, and where have I put it? Right, now I was thinking doing little pieces, I did the last one, but then I'm thinking I could do the whole piece, just cut it in half. I'm probably setting myself up to fail here, because, yeah, I think it'll be a lot more tricky, but I'm doing it. Right, move that so that I don't cut through it. I'm probably cutting it all wonky as well, but what I thought was like that and that. I do like it. Right, we're going to go for it. We'll try it and we'll see what happens. I'm also gonna put bits on afterwards and do more to it, so if I do mess it up a little bit, it ain't the end of the world. I'm just saying that to myself now, not you, because I know what I'm like. And yeah, if it does mess up, if you're doing it, if you're crafting along or whatever, it really don't matter, because as you saw on the outsides there's lots of layers and things like that, and yeah, if what you've planned don't exactly turn out the way you did want it, you can just mess about with it, play about, put different things there, and it'll turn out fine. I'm going to do what I did just now and pop some paper in. Oh, right, grabbing that. Do it carefully, woman. And it'll just stop it all sticking together. And let's get this top done. Oh look, I've got one on my ears. Okay, so this is the tricky bit. Line it up nicely, about there. That's it. And I'll turn it round and just be gentle. Right, I'm going outwards and upwards, or downwards now. I've turned it upside down, but yeah, I can't believe that I've managed it. We've just got to dry it off now, and then I'll see if I want to add more layers. But I'm really happy that I did manage to get all of that on and got it lined up. So I'm going to dry it off. What I was thinking, I've got this, right, and I've got a bigger bit of this, right, and if I'm not mistaken, this was the wrapping of my first Happy Mail from either Amy, who you all know as Crafty Cat, or Denise, or who you all know as Want to Buy Craft. I think it was my first Happy Mail from Amy, and I really carefully undid it, the paper, and kept it, and it's lovely, and it's got this gold sheen, and it's good for like doing little bits and bobs, so I might use a bit of that, but we'll see how it all turns out. Right, I've dried them off, and I trimmed just any overhang I've still got a little bit there. I just flipped over the other way. Any bit of overhang I trimmed off. I seem to have missed a couple of bits on this one. Right, so the camera died a little bit ago. So in that time, I think we was up to, I dried these off with the heat tool, didn't I? Trimmed around the edges. And then in that time, I've started to decorate a bit more the outside of this one. But this one is just how we left it a minute ago, in your time. In my time, it's been about half hour. And so I just started playing around. I used some more bits of paper. What's it, like tissue, but thicker tissue, like what, you know, like what you wrap a gift in. And yeah, like I said, it was from a gift, back my first ever Happy Mail. So there's a bit of that on there. We've got a flower. I did heat emboss, but now you can't see it. Under the fluff, there was a little butterfly. And then, so what I thought was, so we're not doing this for 50 million years, I'm gonna do the closures and then call it a night, and then we'll come back another day to do the, what's it called? To fill it with goodies, right? So we're going to do the closure now, and I did this the other day on an envelope and I really liked it. So we need to punch 2 holes. So I'm going to have to come up the upside down so that I can get where I want to be. And I'm going to go quite close to the edge. Like that. And then in line with that, so where was I? I was there. And I'm trying to keep in a straight line and come over here. Right. Which is a little bit tricky to see, especially when you're doing it on something where you've got to go inside. So I think what I'm going to do is mark it with a pencil. Otherwise I'm going to be here all night trying to line that up. So then I've just got to get myself on top of that cross, which was there, and then I've got them in a line. So I want to be the right way up. Yeah, that's where I want my closure, at the top, near the corner. And so the first one there, and again I'm just going to do a little cross to save time of trying to eyeball it. When I did it on like a proper flat surface, it's easy to eyeball, but yeah, look, even with the cross, that's slightly on the wrong, but it does not matter. We've got to set our eyelids. I could, even if I want to, yeah, go down one little touch with that, so that it is in line, because once you've got your eyelid in, it less visible that it wasn't straight. So we get those there like that. Right, and I think I'll do gold ones on this one instead of the rosy gold, kind of copper, whatever you want to call it, ones on the other. So one. And I've got a bit of thing in there, a bit of card, but that don't matter, or paper, whatever it is. It's sheet music, isn't it? That hasn't gone away, so let's just poke that with my pencil. Right. So, there are those. And I want some elastic. So, grab this box of tricks here, and I've got some thin elastic. I don't want it white, so I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to ink it. So let's just, I'll flip this over and just get it a little bit dirty. I can do both of them at the same time. Oh, right. And I'm just taking the bright white off a little bit. It ain't got to be completely brown or whatever. I did another one with, and what was it? Yeah, I used blue distress ink, and yeah, it covered it really quick and really well. So, I used oxide rather. I don't know whether, it seems it's much more pigmented, isn't it, the oxide, so it was quicker to get it non-white, but I think I've got a little bit there that I've missed. I think that's fine. So, right, get rid of that again. So, what did I do first? I'm trying to remember. Right, I know. I'll do this one first because I've got the bits that I want to go in right here. So, I'm just gonna, that end's fraying, I'll use this end, and I'm gonna put a charm and a few of these mother of pearl buttons because I think they're really cute, or beads, whatever you want to call them, but yeah, they're flat like a button, aren't they, but they've only got one hole. I think they'll just look pretty. Right, so I've got them on, and right, I'm just going to get the ends and I want to tie it in a knot, making sure both ends come through. Right, that's it. And now I can trim the messy bit. I'll just do that in the bin. Right, and then I'm going to get them through here. Right. So it'll probably be easiest to go in with the knot. Hang on. Oh, it's so fiddly. Right, it's not really. But when you're doing it on just one piece and you haven't got to go inside an envelope, it is a lot easier just doing it on one flat surface. So, I've dropped it and made it fall straight back out again. Right, I want to go in here. Get in. Oh God, this is torture, isn't it? Right, I've got that bit in. Do not drop it, woman. Right. And then I'm out. Okay. So, once you're like that, you can pull. No, I've gone the wrong side. Holding the side with your beads on, or whatever you've got, and then the other side. Just put it through, and then that's secure. And then you can fiddle with it so that your knot isn't on the outside. So just playing around with the elastic a little bit, moving it around until it goes inside, which it don't seem to be wanting to at the moment. Right. Oh, I'm sorry, this must be like torture. Right, so I've pulled that. Let's pull it again. And then there. Right, so I've got it inside. And then all I'm going to do is just close and then pop it over. And I've got my buttons and my heart just there, hanging down, and I can have them a bit further down. And I just think it looks really pretty. I know my knot has come outside again, but that is my little closure. So I'm going to do it on here. Hopefully it won't be so torturous. And okay. Oh, right, let's do 2 fingers and then it's easier to poke through. Right, that's it, they're both through. Make a knot and get rid of the scruffy bit. No. And on this one, where are they? I want some little beads. I might put them on before I've tied the knot. I might cut the knot. Yeah, I'm gonna, because it's easier to go through. I can put another knot on in a minute. Oh, right, I want some pink ones. That's purple. Ah! Right. Let's see the sizes. I'll grab another small like that, and then maybe that one in the middle. I'm just trying to see if there's another one that I like the look of. It's very difficult, isn't it, when there's so many and they are so pretty. No, I think that one will be fine. Right. So I'm going to thread on my small one first. Right, that's through. And then the bigger one. And a little one. Oh, come on, love, get in. Get in. That's it. Right. So I've got my little balls. I'm going to tie a knot. This might be a bit short now. Now I've chopped a big lot off. But I'm sure it won't be. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm terrible at tying knots. Right. That's that. Done. Oh yes, it's got enough stretch in it. So in that side, in there, right. Oh, sorry, I was just grabbing the other bit. Right, where's my pokey tool? I'll try and grab it with that. Right. Yeah, oh, why didn't I think of that the first time? So, I'm just going to poke it through like that. And then we've got our bobbles there, and then when it's closed it just pops over. Oh, is it going to stretch? Oh blimey, what am I doing? There it is. It could have been done with the length it was originally, but I did pull it off, didn't I? And then yeah, you just manipulate the elastics, just teasing the around until you've got the knot at the back like that. And now it's gone in the hole, and yeah, you can just play around getting them where you want, and I think they look really pretty. Let's flip them so that you can see the mother of pearl. And yeah, that's simple as that. I know. I'm saying how simple as that. It was like bloody watching paint dry, wasn't it? Trying to get me to thread all that thing. But once it's done, it does look pretty. Well, I think it does look. We've got our little art, and we can spread them out however we want. And our little beads. I'll show you an envelope I did, and with the little beads on. And what I've done, because I've got lace here, I've just made a little snip in the lace, as you can see, so that when I pull it through, it doesn't destroy the look of the lace, like the little trim at the bottom. So yeah, I thought we'd do that, little closures. And yeah, I've got those there. These here, I'm going to play about, so I'll make sure that my knot in this one is behind and that. And I think we'll leave it there for today, and then we'll come back and do all the filling up another day. So thank you very much for joining me on my little craft with me. I hope it hasn't been too torturous. And I'll be back again with something very soon. I love you all loads for joining me. I appreciate every one of you, and I hope that you're having a lovely week and that you're all staying good and beautiful, and I'll be back soon. Thank you very much. Love yous. Bye bye.